With the second race now complete of this triple header, we have just Silverstone to go. I think Barcelona was very tough for us. We definitely were on the back foot in terms of performance there. In Austria, it was a more normal picture. You could see Aston Martin have moved back. They're relative to us now very, very close. And that's what the development race is in that midfield. Now we have performance coming, and you'll see that the teams step forward and step backwards as that performance diminishes over time. In terms of our weekend, we did some really good work Friday night here back in Grove using the simulation tools and our driver and loop simulator. And I'm confident that the car we had on Sunday was much, much quicker than the car we started with on Friday. Now, whilst that's a positive news story, I don't think we got everything out of it on Sunday. I think there was better tyre usage, better strategy. But I also think that also means we're on the back foot on Friday when there was opportunity to really move forward. So we have to get these weekends executed perfectly and to be a chance of running for the points. In terms of other things for Austria, it was very warm. We've had the last 2 weekends, Barcelona and Austria have been really at the upper end of what we would expect track temperature-wise, and we've been suffering. I think that's part of the reason why we've moved back. Had it been cooler, I'm confident we would have been more in the mix. Now that's on us to fix. It just gives us direction that we have to improve in. I think it's much better than last year, but we're not in the right place yet. Welcome to the Vowles Verdict, presented by Kraken. What I mean by we didn't get everything right is probably broken down into 2 principal areas. First and foremost, setup. What he mentioned, I think what we had on Sunday was good. If we'd started there on Friday, maybe we could have evolved to a different place. And that's just performance on the table we didn't use. And that's on us to improve our pre-event simulations and how we get there. The second aspect of things is I don't think we got everything strategically right in the race. I'm not sure we had a point scoring car, but we definitely had one that should have been further up than it was. It's very easy to get caught into this very early stop situation that's happening towards the back end of the midfield. We're all desperate to undercut each other, and we're really putting ourselves into a 3-stop race with 2-stop stints left to go. So you're very compromised. And on this particular occasion, you could see just stretching it longer did give you overtaking opportunities. Alpine did struggle to get through, but were able to get through. And I think there's probably a balance and we're on the wrong side of it here. Something in common between Barcelona and Austria is we were very warm track temperatures. I would say warmer than we would normally have at this time of year. And it's not playing to our suits. We can see that at the beginning of the stint and even after the VSC, so periods where the tyres just relax and cool back down, we're actually very competitive. But lap on lap, we are overheating the tyres. It's definitely better than last year. It was a big development area that we put in place to make sure that we were stronger in these conditions. But I still think we hold a weakness relative to the top teams, and we need to keep working and addressing them. Between Friday to Sunday, there was improvements in Logan's setup, but it were very minor compared to Alex's that were quite significant. I would say more so, Alex really migrated towards what Logan had. Now, there's 2 different parts for a setup. There's the physical components, like roll bars, springs, ride heights, and there's a second element of things, which is electronic tools. And I think what was really highlighted on Friday is Logan did a really great job with his team in developing a very different direction of using either brake migration or engine braking or differential usage, which Alex then used from then onward, Saturday, Sunday. And they were quite different to start in that evolve. So in that sense, Logan was already ahead of the curve, had those benefits, and we migrated them to Alex as well. On setup, it was more an evolution of the direction that Logan was going down relative to Alex, and both really ended up there. So it's just smaller gains from Logan as a result. The other element of this triple header is that we're also having Formula 2 and Formula 3, in the case of Barcelona F1 Academy, by our sides during the weekend. And it's one of the best bits. I really quite enjoy coming into the track for about 7:38 a.m. It's very early for the F3 races especially. But I enjoy that moment of calm in the morning with a cup of tea, just watching really how they've got on, and especially none more so than this weekend. We had, in the case of Luke, his first pole position and second win, and it was a brilliant win. It was dominant from start to finish. He was in control of the race. In terms of Franco, again, really strong qualifying, putting himself really in that top 4 region, and then in the race moving forward to P2. And it's great to see that across the season, both are developing quite significantly. And it's not that Zach in F2 isn't performing. We almost had a win not that long ago in Monaco. It's just a very tight field with everyone at the moment. Definitely, as you say, you're only as good as your last race. I think after Barcelona, it was a difficult weekend. We really did underperform. Austria, I think we're starting to get highlighting just we have fallen back in this development race. Now, Silverstone, I think, will move forward ever so slightly. It's a track that has a little bit more characteristics that suit our car, but a little bit subject as well to weather and temperature. There's rain on the horizon and the temperature's a little bit lower. But Silverstone will always hold just incredible memories for you. Not just was it the first track I ever visited and saw a Formula One car many years ago, but it's one that's special to win, and it's one that's special to perform well at. And I've had the opportunity to do both of those across the last 5 years or so. I've won there with 3 tyres on the car, not 4. And of late, we've had a situation where I think for me last year, it is the highlight of things. It was the highlight watching our car in a very special livery, just crossing the line in 7th place. And they're memories that stay with you. You have moments always within a season where you're brought down. You're brought down by what's around you and your performance. And the way I bring myself back up is twofold. One, as I've said many times over, it's not about this year or next year. We really are investing in the future and compromising the years as a result of it. But number 2, what I use is memories and fondness from where we have performed as a group and what I know we can achieve as a group, because those memories and those feelings are the ones that will keep you going when it's the darkest of days.